and it's popping off. It's my case.
I'm just
So we're live
preparing.
now.
I'm preparing it right now. Okay, yeah, so now we are live. Fuck me. There, I had to mute it because I was hearing myself talk.
Is there any background noise on my end? I got a fan going in here with my fireplace.
No, everything's good.
Okay.
I guess mine's fine. The washing machine or the dryer's going behind me, but it doesn't sound very loud. So
I can't really hear it, but I am a deaf son of a bitch.
I can't hear Veronica at all.
That's the dishwasher. That's not the washing machine.
Oh, that's a dishwasher. Oh, that's the sandwich maker in a dishwasher.
Hopefully she doesn't hear me.
She's coming there and cut you.
Yes, if you see me fall out of the screen, you'll know what happened. Bradley, it'll be with a Microtech knife that I got for her.
Exactly.
A little Microtech plug in there.
Mm-hmm. Let me take Sherb. See.
Yeah, the only reason why I started it now the way I have done is last time it seemed like we were a little bit late and I'd rather us be a little prepared. Well, we weren't late. It was just
we'd rather be a little early than right on time.
Yeah.
And how would somebody, like if they're texting me, how would they find this?
So tell them to go to YouTube, tell them to type in 3GIQ podcast, and then tell them to go to live and it'll show as live. Chris Brower just said hi. Hey.
I had a couple of people ask me about it.
Was your mom one of them?
Possibly. Very possible. Mom's not a big podcaster.
She listens to all mine.
Yeah, well.
All they hear is
Your old mom.
The old mom jokes are starting already in the spirit of the holidays.
That's right.
Oh.
Yep.
But yeah.
Well,
I guess
1 o'clock.
All right. So do we kind of George Dorbert just said, "Good afternoon, gents. Merry Christmas."
What's up, George? Jorge.
George, what's up, Jorge?
Chris Brower, drink is Blade and Bow. That's the drink of the day.
Very nice.
Patrick Beckham just said, "How did you get Goldberg, the wrestler, on your show?"
Hey, tell me, he better get used to looking at somebody like you. That's the way Kalish is going to wreck him.
You better start looking at them nuts there, Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Patrick does not know what he has stirred up.
He's gonna get railed.
Yeah, he's going to get it from Kalish, JK, Martini. Yeah, he's going to get Joe. I guess Joe's jumped over there.
Joe Wiseman.
Yeah, Wiseman's on the staff.
Okay.
Yeah, we can, we'll let Wiseman score kind of. Let's see how he's gonna wreck old Patty Wagon.
Young Tom Fury. Who is that? I know the name.
That's Pat. That's the other. That's Asian Pat.
Oh, Asian Pat. That's right. Yeah, he said, Pat, shut up. Jason and Buddy are here. Act cool, bro.
He's not going to make it back. He wants to be in the shooting, the running as well, but he's not going to be back in time to be in this one. Hopefully, he'll be here for Fall Brawl.
There you go.
Sherb gonna come, or you don't know yet?
He just texted me. It doesn't look like Sherb's going to be on here. I can cover down for Sherb.
Okay, yeah, no worries. So I guess we can kind of get started. As everybody can see, everybody knows everybody here. We got Jason here and we got Buddy Brown here. So before we start talking details of the match, because this isn't just for the people that are watching now. This is for other people since it's going to be on the YouTube channel. If you could talk about Gryphon Group and the matches that they're going to kind of start up with, that way everybody's kind of aware what they're going to be hosting there.
You're referring to all of Sherb's local matches?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Gryphon Group in Maxton. It's where we hold the Battle for the South and where Memorial is held. John Sherbert, who was supposed to be on here, but he's handling some stuff with his family right now. He's back out there. He took a little hiatus, and he's back out there running matches, and he's doing night matches. He's doing the Rumbles, which are more of a physical style match. There's a lot of shooting involved. It's not like the TAC games. It's more shooter based, but you are doing exercises, and depends on how he feels when he builds that particular match is how much exercise you're going to do or how much shooting you're going to do. He kind of changes it each match. You're not doing the same thing every single time. He's also he does NRL 22. Unfortunately, I don't have his dates, but if you're interested in any of these, go on to Practice Score and look up Gryphon Group, and his matches will pop up. I think he's got every single one of his matches so far this year up on Practice Score. But just search Gryphon Group, and it will come up. Gryphon, I think is how they spell Gryphon. He's also discussed doing mid-range carbine, basically a two-gun carbine match that takes the rifle out to about 600 yards. For those of us who run LPVOs, things like that, want to, stretch the gun out a little bit and don't want to shoot a whole 3-gun match. He's going to do a single day match at his place. I'm not sure when he's planning on doing that, and that may be up, but I don't think it is. But he is. We're discussing him doing that. I think that's really all he's going to get into, but that's his primary gig out there. Gryphon Group's been really great with their backside support this year for us. I've already been out there once when I moved all the steel from Clinton House to Gryphon Group, and they've made a few changes out there, put up some berms, took down one of the big blast bays that was out there. They're constantly doing some upgrades. They were working on the main road a little bit. Not that the road was bad, but they were, just where they do all the training and stuff, just constantly driving up and down the road. The road's got a couple of potholes in them, so they were working that when I was out there. What day was that, buddy? What day did we go? Last Tuesday. Last Tuesday when I moved, when me, Buddy, and Shirley moved all the steel. Yep, and so they're doing a lot. They've got some other stuff going on. Hang on for just a second, guys. Give me just 1 second.
Yeah, that was a chore when we had to move that stuff. We got it moved from the Clinton House back over to Gryphon Group so the circus can start up over there. But,
sorry, guys. I had to go.
It was a unique challenge.
But yeah, the Gryphon Groups, they've got a lot of good stuff going on out there. If you're interested in their matches, like I said, go and Practice Score, check them out. They're also doing training. Go to their website, Gryphon Group Security Solutions, check them out. And they'll, if you have a PD, a police department, or, a unit or something like that, they do a lot of different training out there. You should definitely check them out. I wish I could speak more to it, but I really I need Sherb to be able to speak a little more to it. But that's all the information I have on it.
And I do plan on getting Sherb on here. That way we can do a standalone podcast with Sherb. So I do have a question. George Dorbert's asking, can we drive stage to stage again this year? I'm assuming
Absolutely.
the answer is yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just to read you some of the comments, because I know you guys aren't really tracking. Patrick Beckham is getting railed right now by everybody. Everybody's talking shit to him.
Poor little Patrick. I hope he brought some lube.
Not par for the course.
It's going to be a green weenie with barbed wire wrapped around it. I think that's how it's going to go.
Yeah, it's not going to be pretty. I really hope he's prepared for the lashing he's going to get if he doesn't perform well. Probably as bad as his wife gets him when he doesn't perform well.
Let's see. Buddy, Don Bryson says your goatee is on point.
Well, I am working for being that it is the Christmas season, I do have my Santa Claus beard going, and I just haven't charged my trimmers up yet enough to get that thing shaved off because it makes me look about 90 years old. See, as I have that in there. So very gray.
So I guess let's roll into Battle for the South. Kind of talk about the match, what you kind of have envisioned right now.
Buddy, let me cover down on the match, and then you can go into the rule stuff.
Okay.
Right now, our tentative plan, our tentative plan is we stay on one side. We're going to stay on the main side. We're not going to use the airplane this year, I don't believe, just because I can only skin that cat so many ways. So we've used it for Battle for the South 2 years in a row. We've used it for Memorial. So I can come up with another way, but after talking with Torres for Memorial, they're going to use it again for the 23 year. So I don't want to beat that horse, but so much. So we're probably not going to go on that side and use the airplane. We are tentatively planning on 4 to 5 long range stages out to about the same distances we went to last year, 565. I'm toying with the idea of putting a bonus target on a stage or two out to 650, 700, 30-second bonus or something like that. And again, this nothing is set in stone here. This is all tentative. This is just ideas we're tossing around. But we're planning on taking what I learned from the first Battle for the South, the past couple memorials, the fall brawl, the positive stuff I heard from all of those and what everybody liked, and I'm going to apply it to Battle for the South. Battle for the South will not be as long as stages as fall brawl, just because we're not going to have the time. It's 2 days, and really fall brawl is its own style match. I don't want to build two of the same style matches. So Battle for the South will be its own style, and fall brawl will have its own style. We are tentatively still talking about a driving stage. Matt and I were discussing that last night, and Buddy and I have discussed some things, and Sherb and I have discussed some things, and now we have to get out there and kind of look and see how it's going to work and how it's going to play out. There'll be plan on, if you shot Memorial with the long pistol shots, plan on a stage or two with long pistol shots, plan on a stage or two with long slug shots. Nothing crazy, obviously, no more than 75 to 100 yards with either pistol or slug. So, and it'll be big plates. The intent of our matches is to have fun and go fast and have some challenge and have some, movement, and just enjoy the stage and not drag your balls through glass. We've got some ideas where we've been tossing around, and some more technicals out there. we're going to use that we haven't used in a couple matches, some of the turret trucks, and I'm trying to get Sherb to get me some kind of bus or something out there that I can use. We will not be using the tower. That's another animal I can only skin so many ways, just because of the limited range fan I have on that. So I would imagine Memorial is wanting to use that again. So we won't use the tower. I'll probably cut in a couple of new jungle runs, and just a normal Zoo City shenanigans. What we normally put down. Any of you that have shot our matches before, I try to build them with a little flow to them, a little dance, if you will, to them. So hopefully I can repeat that magic again. Buddy's help, Sherb's help, whoever else comes out and gives me their input, and we apply it and see how it works. And so we'll see how it goes. But that's what we have right now. There will be a couple stages probably. Again, this is tentative with slings. I know some people like them, some people don't. But we'll see how I got to see how the stages play out and how it kind of plays into it. But just right now, tentatively plan on slings, on rifles only on slings. We don't sling anything else. So I think that's about it right now for the match. I believe I'm going down there the second week of January, and that's when we'll start our real planning into everything. Walking around with Sherb, kind of getting an idea of what we're going to do. Buddy will probably meet us down there, and we'll start hashing it out. And I'll start the build about the end of January, and I'll be going down there every week, doing something. I've already got a lot of the steel down there, and all the walls and all the stuff are back. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Battle for the South. We do have a couple. We've added a division in. Not really a whole lot of turnout, but because of how popular it is in other matches, we decided to add it in. But we have a limited division. So we've got like one person in it so far, but I'd like to see that grow again a little bit. I like the turnout in heavy. We got about 7 or 8 in heavy, which is a dramatic growth from last year. Thanks to old Pat.
Getting railed every day now.
Pat's, waking the beast and whatnot. So JK, he's wanting to give Kalis a run for his money, and Martini, and like I said, Joe. So we'll see. Matt is the true definition of a beast. So we'll see how that works out for him. But yeah, I'm hoping for a good contest. Those of you that have seen the trophies, Heathen Blade Works, Will has put together some great trophies for this match. He and I talked about some things, and he put all that together, and that's all his crafty handiwork. He is. If you haven't seen it, go on our site. We've reposted it. We've posted his stuff. Message him, give him a like. Tell him what a great job he's doing. He always needs that affirmation. He likes to hear it, and he's a good guy. He's a good dude. He does a lot of stuff for us. But the blunderbuss is the big trophy for heavy. So everybody's going after that. And then the other, there's 2 rifles and I believe a pistol. And they come with their own little specialized box and all this stuff. So it's going to be, I think the trophies are going to work out really well, and everything's going to go well. Squatting for Battle for the South opens up February 1st. On that day as well, February 1st at 7, that day as well, the shoot-offs will open up. We will have TAC Ops and Limited will be the same shoot-off because it's essentially the same equipment. Then that will be Friday night, so ladies TAC Ops, and then TAC Ops Limited will be Friday night. Then Carry Optics and Open will be the same division on Saturday night. So that's how we'll run that. We'll be under the lights again. We'll have a speaker out there. Buddy will have his bullhorn. It'll be a great time. We'll, hopefully we will not be blistering cold like it was last year. So we'll kind of see how that goes. We'll have some heaters out there like we did for Fall Brawl. And want to thank Lead Star for coming on and sponsoring the shoot-offs. Please give them a like, thank them for sponsoring the shoot-offs. And also the gun we're raffling off today. Thank them for that. And
I'd like to say IWI as well, because they're supporting the ladies division.
They are. Yes, they are. IWI is supporting the ladies division. Vortex is supporting the whole thing. Any of you guys that know Travis, please hit Travis up and thank him for his support and Vortex's support. Travis has always supported us, and Vortex has always supported us, and we greatly appreciate it. They're a presenting sponsor. They will be covering on Sunday the meal. Jeremy Swafford and his little food truck will be there, and Vortex is covering the meals for the competitors on that day.
Hey, everybody needs to ask Jeremy Swafford to prepare fried bologna sandwiches.
They are good.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Hey, real quick. So it seems like, based off the comments, everybody is saying zip line.
Yeah, everybody can
Zip line.
crap.
Yes.
Ask Hardtail how that worked out.
No.
I think somebody actually passed out on the zip line. I like the concept. The application is a little more difficult than
it'd have to be really well thought out.
And it's got to be a heavy line. It's got to be repeatable. Guys, I know you guys want some of the stuff out there, but what I was talking about last night is everything we do has got to be repeatable. It's got to be the same for everybody. That way the competitive,
it's got to hold up to 190 shooters.
Yeah, we've got to be able to, otherwise I'm running my range masters to death. Buddy and Sherb are just going out of their mind, answering questions and fixing problems. So don't expect a lot of circus stuff out of us. I would love to do it. Don't get me wrong. I think it'd be great. But it's got to be repeatable. It's got to be safe. It's got to have equity to it. So I think it would be a great idea, but I can't see us being able to get it done in the 4 months we've got left to get it done.
Also, let me see. George Dorbert wrote, will you guys please paint long range targets something other than red fluorescent or red orange? Tough for us red green colorblind guys.
We always paint ours blue.
Yeah.
Other than the big E-type silhouettes that are down that 2,400 meter lane at Gryphon Group, which I think I'm going to change out this year and do something different. But they're so big that, even Hootie can see them and he's colorblind. So, but we paint those pink. But yes, we won't be painting any of the long range targets. They'll have a contrast to them. They'll have a backer behind them, or they'll have the big concrete blocks. It'll be either a blue or a black target, and it'll be suspended out in the middle of the backer. So we're trying to do as much as we can. In a lot of these, what I like to let people know, and this is Aaron has to do this. A lot of people have to do this. Is if to go paint long range targets between every squad, we have to shut down several stages. That creates a backup within itself. So we try to come up with ideas to eliminate that. Backers are a good idea. The benefit of Gryphon Group is if we use those big concrete blocks, you guys can see your impacts. Now you can make your adjustments. But otherwise, you're just shooting out into a field where you can't see anything, or into the woods where you can't see anything. So we do as much as we can, and I'm trying to give you guys the best target presentation that I can, that's repeatable, and that you guys can make your hits on. And hopefully most of you, especially George Goldberg, he should have first round hits every time, so he shouldn't be complaining. So he's just whining. That's all he's doing. He's stirring the pot.
Yeah, he just said the blocks are great. Abby said, "Tell Jason stop being negative, Nancy."
That's nothing negative. There's nothing negative about what I've said. That's all positive.
Don
Everything
Bryson.
I do is for the shooter.
Don Bryson wrote, "Can we stage up to 4 tripods per stage?" Asking for a friend.
Don,
as long as they're within the shooting area, Don.
No, you don't. No, don't you? No. So what I told the guys at Memorial last year was, if you make me have to come make a judgment call on this because you're holding up the stage because you're putting out 4 tripods, you're not going to like my call. So I'm an open shooter now. I went and come on out the closet. I'm an open shooter, and I'm down with tripods and all that stuff. But guys, we can't hold up the match because you want to set 4 tripods up for a stage that really probably only required 1. But I understand Don's old and he needs all the help he can get. So, like I said, if I have to come make a call on it, you're probably not going to like the call I make.
So, is there anything else you guys want to cover for the match?
Right now for Battle for the South, I think there's not really many rules. We haven't made any rule changes. We've made some added verbiage in the rules. Buddy, you want to cover any of that, or do you just want me to cover it real quick?
Yeah, we've got the rules are posted up on the on Practice Score, and I'm going to send a link out here probably after the first year. Send a link out with a link to the rules. Really, the only things we added the limited division in. If anybody's interested in shooting limited, that's in there. Ladies tack ops rules. Other than that, the rules pretty much stayed the same. We go over the stuff with a pretty fine tooth comb between matches to see if there's anything that we need to change or improve on. So all that stuff is out there. The squatting, if you have squatting questions or squatting problems or squatting stuff going on that you want to do, match at zoocityarmory.com, email, send it to my attention, and we'll see if we can't get you fixed up on that stuff. And or rule questions prior to the match that you want to, if you find something in the rule set you have a question about, email us and let's see what we let us figure that out for you beforehand. We talked about how the squatting and the sign up for the shoot offs is going to be. I think that's about it. What else you got, Jason?
That's pretty much it. That's all I got. I don't think there's anything else. It's if you've shot our matches before, it's going to be one of our matches. From what I'm hearing from people, people are enjoying the matches, and I'm going to try and keep doing that. Me and Buddy and Sure do an extensive AAR. We talk about every part of the match, from the prep to get ready for it, to the registration, to the signing in, to the putting the match on the ground, to the execution of the match, to the exfil of the match, and then everything leading into the next match. Now that we're doing 2 a year and Memorial, we've got a lot of moving parts in our little organization. So we're trying to make sure we pay attention to everything for the shooters. That way we don't start getting complacent and giving you subpar matches. We want to make sure we're staying on top of what you guys want, what you guys like. With the exception of zip lines, I'm down for anybody, any suggestions.
And there is a lot of times where I come up with crazy stuff and Jason's like, no, buddy, we can't do that. No.
Yeah, no. Matt come up with a couple last night, and I had to. No, Matt, we got to reset. We got to do this. We got to do.
Hey, but our last concept, it's doable.
Yeah, the last concept is good. We probably will use the breach door and potentially may use 2 breach doors on one stage. Breach in, breach out, maybe. So like I said, these are little teasers that we're talking about. So we're playing with ideas. trying to give you guys something different. I know, I can't get so creative on some things without getting into the circus. So I'm trying to keep the monkeys at bay, but I'm hoping and I'm thinking we're going to be able to give you guys a pretty good match this year. I definitely would. You know how Gryphon Group is. If you haven't shot Gryphon Group, or you never know, it's a box of chocolates. You might have high winds, and it might be 32 degrees, or it could be calm and 70 degrees or 80 degrees in April. So we don't know what we're going to get. If you got a chance to go shoot some wind, I go shoot some wind somewhere, and whatnot. So and understand your wind holds, because that place is notoriously windy. So that's the biggest advice I can give anybody for out there. Everything else is going to be a typical Zoo City match. We're going to have you moving fast. We're going to have you thinking sometimes. We're going to have you, making decisions on which gun you're going to shoot at which target, and just generally having fun and enjoying the stage with all the benefits of Gryphon Group and the technicals they have and all their, all the stuff they have for us to use out there.
And if we put fault line out, you're probably going to need to go to all of it.
I don't usually put fault line out without you having to go to it. So I definitely, if I could repeat, RJ would be, goddamn you, Jason, you and your putting targets behind barrel shit. And crispy kind of take. So if there's fault line there, I'm probably got you moving there for a reason. So I would definitely pay attention. But like I said, hopefully we put together a good match for you guys, and you guys enjoy it. And we keep going. We can't keep going without the competitors. So the match is for you guys. It's not for me to do it just to do it. It's absolutely for you guys. So I am open to any suggestions and anything guys would like to see. Just message us, email us, and I'll see what I can do about putting it in. Obviously it's got to be repeatable. It's got to be something I can easily accomplish and build, and do. Definitely the zip line is out. So, but any other ideas, just hit me up with. And I think that's really it for Fall Brawl. Battle for the South. Fall Brawl. We are working on some things for Fall Brawl. Got to talk to a few more people, but we'll have some announcements for Fall Brawl coming out soon. And we'll open up Fall Brawl probably right after Battle for the South. Isn't that what we discussed, buddy?
Yes.
Okay. And it is. Go ahead.
Yeah. As soon as we'll have it ready. So when we're done with Fall Brawl, probably mid-April or so, we'll have signups for, mid to late April. We'll have signups for after we're done with Battle South for Fall Brawl.
Yep.
Jason,
and it will be at Clinton House. It will be the third weekend. We have that already on the books at Clinton House. So that's the plan. Go ahead, Matt. I apologize.
No, I was just saying everybody's commenting on your biceps. They want to know your gym routine. They're like wanting to fuck you right now.
It's all in the angle. It's not me. It's the angle of the camera.
Yes. His head is really small. It makes his arms look big.
It does. It very much so does.
Like Beetlejuice? Like that scene in Beetlejuice?
My OnlyFans has gotten me to learn camera angles to make things look bigger. So, I've learned. Yep, exactly, buddy. Also for Fall Brawl. So I'm gonna cover this real quick, and we're gonna jump to the thing. What you guys are actually here for. Fall Brawl. We are going to keep Fall Brawl in the same manner, the same format that we did this past year. It's going to be. I'm going to limit it to 150 shooters. There's going to be 10 squads, 15 on a squad. We're going to run the same 2-hour time frame. It worked out really well. Everybody was really happy. We'll go 4-4-2. Everybody was out of there at a decent time to drive home. So if you had a 5, 6, 7 hour drive, you could drive home. We're going to do that. The shoot offs will be the same. Right now, Lead Star is sponsoring both the Battle for the South shoot offs and the Fall Brawl shoot offs. So we will be doing that. So right now, what's set in the books is Fall Brawl. It's the third weekend of November. It's at Clinton House. We will have the shoot offs. So, and pretty much I would expect the same format. We're going to do a lot of long range. I'm gonna push it. The round count's going to be a little higher. We're going to push the stages a little bit. We're going to give you a culminating event for the year. So those of you that like to go shoot all these other matches, I'm trying to give you a culminating event. Give you some stuff that you will see out in Texas, some of the stuff you'll see in bays, like if you went and shot Superstition, or in some of the stuff that you see at our matches and maybe at Trigun. So I'm trying to give you a little bit of everything at Fall Brawl. That way, like I said, it's a culminating event, and we will limit it to 150 people just for the timing of it, and give everybody an event that they can. The biggest compliment I got about the event was nobody was rushed. Everybody felt like they could get on stage, had time, and there was enough time in between. They weren't throwing all the crap in the car, driving 10 minutes, getting all the crap out, getting it together, and having to rush to get on their stage to get the stage brief. Everybody that I spoke to and that I've heard from really complimented that, and I want to keep that. I'm not trying to flood the match with competitors. I'd rather it be a quality match over quantity. That's our plan for Fall Brawl, and I won't say any more about that.
All right, so we kind of want to go into the raffle now.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah.
All right, buddy, you want to explain, or you want me to kind of
No,
explain?
you kind of set that up. Go ahead and
Okay.
explain how it's gonna happen.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. Just give me a second. All right, to make this fair and equitable for everybody, here is the list of all the shooters that are currently signed up. We did take some of them out, but those people that were taken out by Jason, because they're people that were, through Jason, through Zoo City. So
Lead Star, people that are sponsored by the Lead Star, those kind of things.
Yep. So here's the list of everybody. I'm going to go ahead, copy. And we're going to paste it right in here. And so the way this is going to work is we are not going off the first name. It is going on the third name. So I'm going to be hitting the button 3 times, and the third person is going to be the winner. Move this out of the way. So here's click number 1. All right, Ray, sorry.
Hey.
All right, so click number 2.
Oh, Patricia.
Sorry. All right, here. This one's the winner.
Yep.
Jack Kennedy.
Jack Kennedy.
Nice. Heck yeah.
Very nice.
All right, Jack, we'll reach out to you and see where you want to the FFL. If you're on here, if you're not, we'll just email you and you'll know then. But congratulations to Jack and whatnot. It'll be a Lead Star Grunt burnt bronze, and we will get that out and
Get you fixed up.
yeah.
So
we are. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. I had a thought.
What I was thinking is that we can probably plan on a couple more of these live streams as the match gets a little closer. And we're also going to work a little harder to do some pre-match videos. I know everybody really liked those last year. We had a little bit of a difficulty getting them out at Clinton House, but at Gryphon Group, we should be able to have some stage walkthrough videos a lot more prior than we did at Fall Brawl. So we'll be working towards getting that out and maybe doing some sponsor spotlight or some other type of stuff that we can do through Matt, that we can get on here and do some live streams and talk about the match and how things are going as it's proceeding.
Hey, so
Absolutely.
Chris just wrote. He's like, "Hey Matt, we will send the first 2 who are chosen a shirt." So get the first. What were the
Nice.
names? Patricia
Okay.
Johnson and
And Ray.
Ray Churnside.
and Ray Churnside. Let
Mhm.
me fucking write this down because my memory's fucking horrible.
Pretty sure Chris wrote it down.
Okay. Well, that don't fucking work. I just want to get it down just in case. Okay. Got it down. So, yeah, Chris wrote Ray and Patricia.
Cool.
But I got it too. So I'll remember this. I'll get it over to you guys. Young Tom Fury, Patrick, he said stage videos are dope, honestly. So
Yeah, for the guys like him that don't get to be able to shoot it.
yes.
Is that what he's talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and I have to give, we picked that up from Aaron doing that out of Texas, that, watched him do those when we were going to shoot Texas 3 gun, and we really picked that up off of them and started doing them out here too, and it was a big hit when we do them. So people really like being able to see the stage beforehand.
Yeah. Yep. We couldn't do it as well or as easily at Clinton House. Well, Buddy's schedule was a little harder for him to get out there sooner, but also out there, Clinton House was great about this, but I had to kind of dance around their hunting schedule because yes, we are renting the facility, but they have a business to run out there and they have hunters and guided tours and sporting clays and all this stuff. So I'm having to work with them and work around them. So getting back to some of the stages, I couldn't really get videos once I had them built. So it was just a little tougher. We've got some plans in place going into next year that we'll get some videos out for next year for Fall Brawl, but we'll definitely have some for Battle for the South. Sherb and I'll be down there beating stuff in the ground, being the big knuckle dragging monkeys we are, and beating stuff in the ground.
But I think that's it. Am I right?
I think we're good. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. And have a Happy New Year. I hope for those of you who are local, hope we see you at the beginning of January at the Zoo City Carolina Guns and Gear. It'd be great to see everybody out there. I know I'm going to be out there. So
let's
remember this. First one on the 7th.
Let's remember also, guys, to remember everybody that's deployed and all the first responders and guys that are working through this holiday, which sucks. But let's remember all those guys at this time of year.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, hey, thanks everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. Again, congratulations, Jack. That's awesome. I know Jason and Buddy will be in contact with you to get you your rifle. So again, Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.